Hi, friend. For the next few episodes, I will be sharing some quotes and excerpts from some of my favorite books. I invite you to listen along as we pull insights from these authors for a more intentional and fulfilled life. This is what we're all about on this podcast. All right. This episode, I'll be sharing from The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. And the subtitle of this book is Break Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles. Here's an excerpt. Resistance is invisible. Resistance cannot be seen, touched, heard, or smelled, but it can be felt. We experience it as an energy field radiating from a work-in potential. It's a repelling force. It's negative. Its aim is to shove us away, distract us, and prevent us from doing our work. Resistance is not a peripheral opponent. Resistance arises from within. It's self-generated and self-perpetuated. Resistance is the enemy within. Like a magnetized needle that's floating on a surface of oil, resistance will unfailingly point to true north, meaning that calling or action it most wants us to stop doing or wants to stop us from doing. We can use this force. We can use it as a compass. We can navigate by resistance, letting it guide us to that calling or action that we must follow before all others. The rule of thumb: the more important a call or action is to our soul's evolution, the more resistance we will feel towards pursuing it. Resistance is universal. We're wrong if we think we're the only ones struggling with resistance. Everyone who has a body experiences resistance. Henry Fonda was still throwing up before each stage performance, even when he was 75. In other words, fear doesn't go away. The warrior and the artist live by the same code of necessity, which dictates that the battle must be fought anew every day. Resistance has no strength of its own. Every ounce of juice it possesses comes from us. We feed it with power by our fear of it. Master that fear, and you will conquer resistance. Resistance obstructs movement only from a lower sphere to a higher. It kicks in when we seek to pursue a calling in the arts, to launch an innovative enterprise, or evolve into a higher station morally, ethically, or spiritually. Resistance is most powerful at the finish line. The danger is greatest when the finish line is in sight. At this point, resistance knows that we're about to beat it. It hits the panic button. It marshals one last assault and slams us with everything it's got. The professional must be alert to this counterattack. The professional being you, the artist, the business owner, the person who is seeking knowledge or experience or expertise or achievement. Resistance is by definition self-sabotage. Resistance and procrastination. Procrastination is the most common manifestation of resistance because it's the easiest to rationalize. We don't tell ourselves, I'm never going to write my symphony. Instead, we say, I'm going to write my symphony. I'm just going to start tomorrow. Never forget, the most pernicious act of procrastination is that it can become a habit. We don't just put off our lives today, we put them off till our deathbed. This very moment, we can change our lives. There was never a moment, and never will be, when we are without the power to alter our destiny. This second, we can turn the tables on resistance. This second, we can sit down and do our work. The following is a list, in no particular order, of those activities that most commonly elicit resistance. Number 1, the pursuit of any calling in writing, painting, music, film, dance, or any creative art, however marginal or unconventional. The launching of any entrepreneurial venture or enterprise for profit or otherwise. That's number 2. Number 3, any diet or health regimen. Number 4, any program of spiritual advancement. Number 5, any activity whose aim is higher abdominals. Number 6, any course or program designed to overcome an unwholesome habit or addiction. Number 7, education of every kind. Number 8, any act of political, moral, or ethical courage, including the decision to change for the better some unworthy pattern of thought or conduct in ourselves. Number 9, the undertaking of any enterprise or endeavor whose aim is to help others. Number 10, any act that entails commitment of the heart, the decision to get married, to have a child, to weather a rocky patch in a relationship. Number 11, the taking of any principled stand in the face of adversity. In other words, any act that rejects immediate gratification in favor of long-term growth, health, and integrity. Or expressed another way, any act that derives from our higher nature instead of our lower. Any of these will elicit resistance. So I love this book, and I really recommend it to everyone. It talks about resistance as this force that keeps us from doing our work. And our work is anything that calls to our higher self, anything that requires us to step up higher, to do more and be more. I hope you got something from this. I hope it's able to help you reflect on your own life and those things that you've been playing small on, you haven't been paying attention to, or in those ways that you have been self-sabotaging in your work, in your spiritual life, in your health, in your family. Resistance is real. It's the reason why you haven't done the thing. It's the reason why you're not disciplined. It's the reason why you struggle to do the things you say you will do. Resistance is the reason why. I would highly recommend that you get the book. It's an easy read. It's on Amazon. The War of Art, Break Through the Blocks and Win Your Inner Creative Battles. Let me know if this helped you in any way, if you got any insight at all from this book. I did. I always do. I've had it for a couple of years now, and I keep going back to it. I hope it helps you. And if you want to share some quotes or excerpts from any of your favorite books, please be sure to let me know. You can email me at thedrivenintrovert@shepark.com, and I would love to receive your email on your favorite books. Thank you so much for listening to this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoy this conversation, please take a moment to follow or subscribe to the podcast. I'd also love your feedback on this episode. You can scroll down on your app and click Write a Review. I'd love to read your takeaways from this conversation. As always, don't forget to take courage, trust God, and go pursue your big ideas. See you next time. The Driven Introvert is produced by shepark.com and Remy Roy. Want to ask a question or share a comment on a future episode? Click on the link in the show notes to record your question in a voicemail.